stream. Give everybody a couple minutes to get in here. While we're also doing that, I'll be sharing the show out.
And for anybody tuning in after Tuesday night, welcome.
Yes, and if you make a comment, feel free to make any comments. If you're tuning in after the live stream, just go ahead and you can hashtag what's something good that get hashtag? That would be
Disney Nerd
Rewatch.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill. Thanks for joining, buddy. Thanks for sharing. Hey, Victoria. Thanks for joining in. Guys, if you could tell me if this music is too loud or too low, I would appreciate it. Give us a few minutes to let people join in, and then I'll also let me get the show shared out there to face groups. Hey, Kim. Disney Nerds After Party. I like it.
Oh, is that what goes on afterwards?
Hello, Scott. How are you, buddy? Thanks for joining. Give us a few minutes. We're going to get started. I think we got a pretty good show lined up for you. Why is not?
There we go.
Cool. Music is too low.
Yes, do not hear anything.
All right. Let me know if that's better.
I don't hear anything. You guys hear that?
Should hear it. It's coming through my mixer. I didn't think you would, Bill. Why do I not see the live stream here? I can't share it because I can't find it.
Hey, Kathy. And Scott, I wish I knew what you were talking about.
Hey, Kathy Oddie.
Yeah, I know. No music yet. He's getting it.
No music coming through.
Well, I have your theme song ready. No?
How's that?
I'm only kidding.
Nothing?
No, nothing.
Well, I don't know.
Let me try something.
What's up, Brandon? How are you, buddy?
Dun, dun, dun. How about some Epcot walking music?
You can try it. No music. I don't know why it's not coming through. Hello, Aaron from across the pond. Thanks for joining.
Can you hear that, or is it?
I can hear that. All right, so we'll let. Hey, Enos, how you doing, buddy? Just let us know if that's too loud or too. Hey, Maria. Terry, hello.
Hey, Terry. Hey, Brandon.
Let me know if that's too loud for you guys or if it's right on. Or hello, Barbara from Alabama. Hey, Lana.
Alabama. Wow, that's far away.
Not from me.
True. Very true. Okay, it might get just a little louder, so we'll have to adjust it. We'll adjust it. So hang on, Bill. Hey, Mike. Got the bro online tonight.
What's up, Mike? How are you?
So the volume's coming up on it.
I don't know what's...
Okay. Good call, Bill. Let's do that while people are still coming on in.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and continue to share it out there. Glad you guys are all here.
Here, by the way.
As of today, Lisa is officially a Florida resident.
Did they get into the house?
They, as far as I know, yes, they're in the house.
Good.
Hey, Christopher, how are you, buddy?
Algae bloom, Lake of Pacon. New Hampshire, all over the place.
Yep, all over.
Nice. Hey, Chris. Chris is coming on down to the meetups this year.
Chris will be up to meetups this year. That's correct.
Florida sounds so much better than almost anywhere right now. Come on.
That's a good point. That is very, very true. All right, I got it all shared out there. You know, I didn't share it to my own page.
Yeah, we don't know if Lisa unpacked any electronics yet. So
yeah,
she'll tune in. Maybe she'll not. We'll see.
Hey, what's up, Aaron? How are you, buddy? Thanks for joining.
Yep, same here, Chris. Got to start the scavenger hunt soon. Jeez.
You got work to do.
Yeah, the pressure's on.
We are looking forward to it as well, Chris.
Oh, Scott, Rachel just posted an incredible post of Galaxy's Edge pictures today. She was at the previews too. Or are you talking California?
If you go to the DisneyNerdsPodcast.com and go to the blog section, you definitely can find a great post done by Rachel just recently.
Hey, Rory, we grew up there and moved out. I guess I was out of there around 20, 21. But yeah, all our lives up there. Morristown's right up the road or down the road. It's been a hot summer everywhere, Victoria.
Lana, I would tell you the farther in advance, the better, because those rooms tend to sell out.
Yeah, I got stuck last year, believe it or not, as far as the rooms went. So definitely look into it.
Ed waited a little too long, and we blocked off more rooms this year than we did last year. But I would tell you the sooner the better. If you think you might want to go ahead and throw down the one night's deposit, because it could mean the difference in going and not going, or at least getting that rate. I mean, not that you could still go without the rate.
It's a good rate.
Yeah. Hello, Mary. How are you? Thanks for joining.
Scott, what was the best part? Give me a 2-word, 3-word best part about Galaxy's Edge, or more if you need.
One of the things me and Ed talked about before we got on live is
cat or dog?
That's the cat we just rescued, the kitten. The one I didn't want to keep, and now I'm her favorite.
There you go. That's always how it works out. And just another check on the music, guys. Let me know if the volume's okay, because it sounds really good in my ear right now.
Yeah, it sounds good on my end. As far as I can hear, it sounds good.
This is one of my favorite background loops for the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Also, while I got everybody here, I want to do a competition. Not a competition, but kind of a giveaway. So what we're going to ask you guys to do is we got some cool stuff that we just got. We got some Disney Nerds Podcast drink koozies. It's got Disney Nerds Podcast on one side and Once Upon a Time Travel on the other side. So I'll give away a couple of these.
Hey, Morgan.
Couple of buttons.
I guess I'm not in on this, right?
You're out.
Yeah.
And then also a couple of Disney pins. So to recap, A couple of our new koozies.
Oh, they're cool. They're nice.
Couple of buttons. And a couple of Disney pens. And all you have to do is
What?
head over to iTunes, go to the podcast section, find the Disney Nerds podcast, and give us a good rating and review. Right now we have 47 ratings on there. I'm trying to get that number up. So I'd be happy to give out some koozies, some buttons, and some pens. If you head over to iTunes, go to the podcast section, give us a good rating and review.
Badges. Thanks, Aaron. We don't have our terminology correct.
I'm pretty sure those are buttons.
Okay. Hey, Rachel.
Since the place I ordered them from is purebuttons.com.
Yeah, gotcha.
But Aaron's across the pond, so could be different terminology there.
Never mind. Yes, and you reminded me. Thank you.
Yeah. So could be different. So head over to the Disney Nerds Podcast iTunes station and give us a good rating and review. Once you've done that, I need you to email Ed at the DisneyNerdsPodcast.com with your Apple user ID and let him know that you did it. And then once we get everybody that has done it, we'll draw randomly from there.
Mm-hmm. And Bill, the power of the typo. I think we will have nerd cookies this year for sure.
And I think it's Koozie, Koozie.
I always spell it with a C, but maybe.
I'm gonna have to Google it now.
Fact checker.
Where's Morgan? Morgan, check that for me. Hey, Rachel, how's it going?
Great blog post, Rach. We were just talking about it. Incredible pictures out there. We can't wait.
There's the link to our podcast on iTunes. So go ahead and give us a good rating, good review there, and we'll pick somebody randomly to receive again.
Well, you have two types of buttons, Aaron. The types that pin on and the type that button. Sorry, Jimmy.
2 koozies, 2 buttons, Disney Nerds Podcast buttons, and a couple of pens.
Nice.
Yeah, that would still be a button. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay. Thanks for joining. Come on in.
Be specific, Rory. What are you watching?
Yeah, what are you watching, Rory? What kind of videos? So Ed, tell us about what your idea for with the show was today.
Well, I was thinking for tonight, what we try to do as a group is maybe design a new ride. With all the different things going on, with all the new rides opening up, stuff like that, we were like, well, what's something we could do all together? And we'd give it a shot at that. So we'll go step by step and discuss what park needs the next ride. We'll discuss what land in that park, and then we'll decide what kind of theme the ride will have. And we'll see if this goes anywhere. If not, we'll move on. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the first thing I guess is we're going to talk about is what park needs a ride. I mean, geez, they're all having some things going on.
And we'll do this by popular vote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So discuss it for a couple minutes and let's see what everybody thinks, and then we'll see if we have any big outstandings, like if Epcot or Magic Kingdom or somebody stands out.
There you go. Koozie is a trademark like Band-Aid. So they do spell it that way, but that's the brand Koozie.
Cool.
So first off, what park needs a new attraction? So let everybody vote. You vote what park needs a new attraction, and it has to be one of the 4 Walt Disney World parks, because that's where we're going to stay in that.
That's an outstanding idea for a ride at Disney Springs. We'll have to talk about that too. So I can't really rule it out.
Yeah.
So we got to vote for Epcot.
Thanks, Lana. Make sure you email Ed at the DisneyNerdsPodcast.com and let him know that you did that, so you can be in the drawing.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Lana. So's Guardians, Kim. Don't forget that. A couple votes for 8K, definitely. Epcot. Another Epcot, Brandon. So we're going like 3-3 right now. Epcot and Animal Kingdom. Drink around the Springs ride. Well, they should have one of those. Anybody know the Atlantic City Boardwalk? They have those pushing stroller things where you can fit 2 or 3 people in it. They need that at Disney Springs, and they would just drive you back and forth to different places.
Speaking about the Drink Around Springs, that is one of the meetups that me and Lisa are having on September 4th. We're going to do a Disney Springs pub crawl.
Was it Delana? Sorry.
So Disney Springs pub crawl on September 4th.
Hey, Mark. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Mark Govat? How you, buddy?
So we're kind of close. Epcot and Animal Kingdom needing a ride. Animal Kingdom just had the new Pandora Land put into there, but the rest of the park kind of does seem a little bit run down. And what's the ride on the Blitz right now? The rumor is that the Triceratops spin might not be coming back, or was it the other one?
Triceratops spin is the one that's like basically Dumbo.
Right, but there's one that's been down for like 3 months. And
Primeval World. Somebody was just asking about that. What was up with Primeval World? Hey, Mitch. How's it going, buddy?
Lana. Okay, cool.
I always say Lana.
Yeah,
Is that wrong?
Different places.
Is that wrong, Lana? Lana. You too, buddy.
That's it. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
so,
Primeval World.
There might be a place for something there, but so between Animal Kingdom and Epcot, where do we need a ride? And I guess like we'll have to think of a land too.
So who got more votes, Animal Kingdom or Epcot?
No, they're both tied.
All right, so I'll be the tiebreaker and say Animal Kingdom.
Okay, awesome. So Animal Kingdom needs a new ride. I guess the first thing we'll do next is where do we want to put that ride? Coming in the Animal Kingdom, we come up to the Tree of Life, and then where are we going to go?
I think it needs to be, and this is just my opinion, so we could say Discovery Island, Asia, Africa, Dino Land, or Rafiki's Planet Watch, right? I'm going to say we need something on Discovery Island, because in my opinion, you have to walk a good ways at Animal Kingdom to get to an attraction.
Okay. That's a good first opinion. I don't know where you'd put it, though. That's a tough one inside there with all the different walk-arounds and the tree.
It's true.
But I'd love to have something in there other than a Bug's Life even. But that's still kind of ingrained. They're not going anywhere. Hey, Chris. How's it going? So in Africa, we've got the safari and we've got the Lion King. What else do we have? Pretty much that's Rafiki's Planet Watch and the trail. Brandon, isn't that Pandora? Or that doesn't count? We want to go full bore with the dragons, right?
So Africa, Discovery Island would be awesome. Dino World, Rafiki's Planet Watch, Mythical Beasts, but where?
Right, well, that's what I'm saying.
Where would we add an attraction right now?
Well, here's the big suggestion. Maybe it's time for the carnival to go away. Maybe it's time for those guys to pack up and move on to the next city.
Oh, God, I wish.
That would be an entire area that you can then tie in with a dinosaur attraction, perhaps. Okay, fair enough, Bill.
I would love to see them. I would love to see them to revamp all of Dino Land.
It's a shame we're not. It's a shame you don't have that Jurassic World underneath your under the wing, right?
But do they now?
I thought that's Universal. The other guys.
Maybe it is.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if it was Fox.
Right.
If it might be one of belong to them now.
Either way.
You can do all kind of Indiana Jones stuff back there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The carnival is pretty much of a skip now. The store is pretty cool. You never know what you're going to find in there, but I'm just heading over to Dinosaur pretty much all the time now. And that's the shortcut maybe sometimes.
Yeah, you can cut through there, catch Dinosaur on your way over to Everest, to Expedition Everest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's say we do it in Dino Land. What type of attraction are we building? Is it going to be a roller coaster?
Well, we already have the dark ride, so
something interactive.
as in like we're digging fossils up, or
we're revamping the whole thing.
We really want the Indiana Jones from California over there is what we want.
Yeah, and then redo the whole area kind of themed to that.
Right. Yeah, thanks, Morgan, Rachel. I figured it was. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should maybe move on. What else can we talk about?
Aaron says a log flume.
Well, we do have the rapids over there. So,
yeah.
But not bad.
I agree 100% with Victoria. All the carnival stuff there costs extra money. To win some not even Disney stuff, but cheap, like carnival type prizes.
Right.
I think it's a waste.
People don't even know the story behind the carnival there.
Yeah.
They're only there to entertain the people that are on the dig, and they were kind of stopping for the weekend at the gas station.
Yeah.
All the relatives from the two people that own the store.
Yep, for sure.
Lion King, that's not bad, Bill. How about do something? Okay, you guys all remember the Lion King movie they had over at Epcot in the land? Well, let's do more of a live version of that, where we're going through Timon and Pumbaa's like resort, and we're doing a log flume ride through it.
What was that called?
Something about the environment.
I know there was a name
because
for
they
that.
want to spend mom and dad's money. That's why, Kathy.
Yeah.
And it is almost kind of funny because those are literally the carnival games that come to the church or to the town almost every summer.
Yeah, those type of games. That's right.
Yep, that's the one, Bill.
Circle of Life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea as far as doing a Lion King log flume ride.
I like it.
What, Dino Land or the carnival, Rachel?
Dino Land. She works there. Kelsey works in Dino Land now.
She's not a cousin. She's a, what did they call the people in Dino Land? It was the cousin for the cast members that worked over in the carnival, and it was research assistants or something like that.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was part of the scavenger hunt, wasn't it?
Right. Yep. That's the only reason I know it.
An environmental fable is what it was.
Mm-hmm. No, that was a classic movie that kind of even did well today. I mean, I say the same about Ellen's Energy Adventure. The message was still, appropriate today.
Yeah.
Keep everything clean.
Hey, Anthony, how are you, buddy? A little bit ago, I kind of talked about
what?
The meetup me and Lisa are having. So I'm going to throw that up there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to the Disney Nerds Podcast Facebook page and go to the event section, it'll list all the events we have coming up, including this one here. That is the Disney Nerds Podcast live show, Disney Springs Bar Crawl. That's on September 4th. It'll have all so it's September 4th, at 6 p.m. We're going to start at the Rainforest Cafe and then work our way.
Which one? Oh, it's at Disney Springs. Did I miss that part?
The Disney Springs to Disney Springs Bar Crawl.
That's a great start.
Well, it's all the way on one end, so
Mhm.
we'll start there and kind of work our way over all the way across the other way.
You guys are going to need those Atlantic City carts to push you around after like half of that.
That's right. So we'll start at Rainforest and go to like the Hangar Bar. We'll go to stop at Raglan Road. We'll just kind of work our way around wherever we want to go.
Yeah, I like that one, Lana. That actually could be part of a parade or part of a show by itself. That would be so cool. And I totally agree, Bill, because you know what? They have those type of rides in a lot of the museums now. The science museums where you could fly in a plane. It's basically the vehicle from Star Tours. Everybody gets in and does the 3D ride inside of it. That would work pretty well anywhere.
Is that technology just too old? I mean, would they build a new attraction doing that?
Not if you make the inside of it more, with the HD and different, like type of effects. I think that's still appropriate. I agree, Victoria. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Brandon, that's so true. Makes you realize how awesome the Imagineers are that they just come up with this and then,
Sure. One of our favorite podcast show ideas is when we do what's the term we use for it? It's
Imaginerding.
Imaginerding, and we either going to keep, change, or throw out or type of rides and stuff like that. We discuss this, and it's awesome because you're right. The Imagineers have the job that's pretty incredible where they literally do this for a living. I just can't imagine it. Oh, I'm going to have to ask. FOP, what's that? First?
Come on, you got to be joking.
No, I'm not getting it right now.
Flight of Passage.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. And Flight of Passage, I kind of think that's the big graduation up from Soarin', and then Flight of Passage, and then definitely the next thing you're not going to be next to anybody in the ride.
Right.
No, I can't agree with you, Victoria. I'm sorry. I am not a teacup person anymore. It will not happen. I apologize. Only ride I won't go on in Disney World is the teacups, believe it or not. Thanks, Lana.
You'll never go on?
No. That's the only ride that makes me any type of nauseous anymore. Everything else is fine. I'll go upside down. I'll do whatever you want. Not the teacups, as weird as that sounds. I'll be out for like about an hour after that.
I did them not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. And it's like Mission Space. I know I'm spinning like crazy, and that one doesn't affect me at all. But teacups.
That's not the same. Yeah. Let's shoot the dinosaurs. Adi wants to shoot the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Well, if you saw the last, again, going back to Jurassic Park 2 or the Jurassic World, that's what they were doing, running around shooting dinosaurs. That'd be perfect.
Right.
Do it in 3D now. And again, the technology that they're coming out with more and more is going to be pretty incredible. So that was a pretty cool exercise. We came up with a new, what did we come up with? The dinosaur log flume?
Dinosaur, yeah.
No, it was the Lion King log flume.
Lion King log flume. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool. Definitely going to be a lot of it inside, I would say. But not too air conditioned.
Let's talk about, kind of like Splash, where there's a lot of inside stuff, and then.
So now, and then Brandon brings up a good point too now, because remember in Innoventions, they had those, what was the name of the ride in there, where you basically either rode the roller coaster, the sled,
All Thrills,
bobsled, right. Where that kind of sounds like you can go on a roller coaster and not leave that like 5 square feet of land.
Yeah, they had something similar, not quite as good, in Disney Springs, in Disney Quest.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that,
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, the ones that in Epcot were awesome.
Now, you know what? That actually brings up another point, and I don't know. Do we want to continue Imaginerding? Because I did come up with another idea that we might want to try, or we could save it for another show and just talk about something else. because a couple of the things in Magic Kingdom and Epcot that they've done really well have been the games that everybody plays. The pirate game over at Magic Kingdom and the wizard card game. And of course, Epcot, when you did the Kim Possible and who is it now?
Agent P.
Right. So what if we did something like that in Animal Kingdom? Or we did something like that at Hollywood Studios?
I love those interactive things. You can even take it to a different direction and do more of what was like more like the Sorcerers of Magic Kingdom or the Pirate Adventure. Those things are really cool too. And I mean that now, like the Agent P thing is all done on your phone, so it's a little different than what it used to be.
Gotcha. I know. I was real quick. Disney Quest is a much bigger version, Bill. Is Disney Quest open still? I thought that was closed.
Yeah, it's been gone.
I was lucky enough to get there one time. It was pretty cool, but yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, they did.
NBA experience now.
And Kim Possible was fun, really, really fun. I got a lot of videos of that still. I just came across the other day.
We did have some news come out this week.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pass holder stuff is coming for the fall at Epcot and Animal Kingdom. They got some really cool new pass holder magnets. And they announced that the pass holder gift for the Food and Wine Festival will be a cool set of coasters, like wooden coasters. Which is interesting because the cutting board they had last time was about the size of a coaster. But look, I'll take it. I really liked when they did the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
The rocks glass they did was nice, and then the one they did the year before that, they did like a port wine glass.
Right.
But there's also some pass holder merchandise coming, as well as some meet and greets. You can meet Baloo at Animal Kingdom, Jane and Tarzan at Animal Kingdom Park near Island Mercantile.
And this is
pass holder specials.
Gotcha.
And Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin's room at the United Kingdom Pavilion at Epcot. So that's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, no, definitely. I don't have a pass anymore. I'll have to think about that after this trip coming up. We'll have to see. Bill brings up a good thing as far as the Magic Bands. I haven't heard the new colors. I'll have to check them out. I've been actually checking out every day the Magic Bands because Disney now, if you're not aware of it, they give you or sell you Magic Bands for the Magic Bands you're going to be getting for free normally. That didn't sound right. Let me explain that. Normally you get the free solid color, but for $10 you could choose a different band. And I just found out last night looking at them, they're all different prices. The Galaxy's Edge Magic Band is out there now, so you can have that sent to you for your next trip, but it costs $29.99. They had a cool Walt limited time one out there with the trains. That was kind of cool. So there's a lot of different Magic Bands that Disney's showing up now, but I definitely have to check out the new colors.
So they're not $10?
Not all of them. Nope, they're all different prices.
I guess because some of them are limited, so they're more expensive. So you're still getting, I guess you're still getting the same amount of credit, but those are just more expensive bands.
Right. I want to say the Walt Disney Band, the limited edition train one, was $15 or $14.99. But yeah, I definitely remember the Star Wars Galaxy Edge was $29.99, and I'm buying it at the park at this point.
I just get this one for our next trip.
Nice. Is it the Epcot one?
Yeah, it's the Spaceship Earth.
Yeah. So I tell you what, guys. I mean, you should check out some of those the bands out there. And I even came across this great website, and I'll try to find the link in a couple of minutes. That basically is a Magic Band website. They talk about the newest bands that are out there, what they do. Because my biggest question, and I don't know if you guys have the problem, what does the band do if you buy it? Some of them light up, some don't. They never explain it.
This is the one we got for Kim on our next trip. It's got the castle on it.
Nice.
And then Mickey on it. So these were two of the Epcot one and the one Kim had were each like $10, which I thought $10 to upgrade them. You know, I mean, we go on enough trips that we have all the colors, so it's like to get something a little different. Now I probably won't upgrade every time, but because I'll probably just keep my Epcot one now. Now that I have one that's upgraded, I'll probably just keep that and wear it most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Right. The last time around, to change it up a little bit with the solids, we were taking the centers out and changing them up with the bands themselves.
I've done that.
I had a Hulk colored one last time.
Well, I did that last year during football season. I ordered Kim a yellow one and me a purple one, and we swapped them to make, because for LSU we had purple and gold.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Okay, guys. So I tell you what do we want to do next? I don't think we're going to design another ride. We could talk about.
That's the website you were talking about.
Oh, cool. Thanks a lot, Morgan. I'm trying to think of the right name. I keep calling them gondolas. Are going to
Skyway?
Yep, next month. So that's definitely something that's going to be looked forward to, and the videos coming out showing how everything's going to work. Yeah, you see, you get a favorite one, Brandon. You don't want to give it up. Although, as far as Magic Bands, I've been saying I wanted to buy a Star Wars one for the last 4 or 5 years, or 4 years, whatever. So I'm still holding out. But yeah, solids aren't bad.
Well, if you get the if you can get one for $10.
Oh, right, yeah. Don't get me wrong. And that they change almost every day. It's pretty funny. You can literally go on there tomorrow and there'll be different choices than there was today. So
because the availability just fluctuates so much. People are ordering them, and once they go up, people buy them out. So they have to change the availability constantly.
Sure, and there's always different ones. I saw Daisy Duck the other day. Goofy. I saw Pluto one. BB-8 was out there definitely for a little while, and Baymax. Some good stuff out there. I mean, it's definitely worth checking out if you're going to kind of go look at those customized bands, because you never know when it's going to be your character, the one you want.
Let me ask you a question. What is your favorite, and we'll ask everybody watching too, what is your favorite quick service meal in Epcot? Well, I'll put you on the spot, huh?
Yeah, I know, because my standard answer is Sunshine Seasons.
Well, that's a good one because of the variety there. That you can get so much different stuff in that one spot,
and the fullness of the meal, meaning you get like a side and you get the actual main too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay with that. As far as World Showcase,
I got bad news for you, Bill.
China.
Bill said, "I'm Simple Electric Umbrella." I'll get bad news for him. That's going to be gone. That's going to be going away pretty soon.
Are they going to make it the Guardians restaurant?
I don't know what they're going to. Well, I mean, that whole area, that whole front area, is going to be completely different. So, so that's going to be that. We don't know exactly when, but Electric Umbrella is part of that all closing. Mouse Gear, Electric Umbrella, Club Cool, the Starbucks, all that's going to be closing relatively soon.
Right. Brandon's with the bands, and I don't think that's too far out there. That might happen, especially the way they're pushing ESPN and the new sports center down there and the new buildings they've just put up.
But do they want to pay that though? They have so many brands that are under their umbrella that they don't have to pay licensing for.
Not everybody's going to have like a Sixers Magic Band.
It's true. It's true.
Plus, they have the big is it the NBA restaurant down there that took up Disney Quest?
Well, it's an NBA experience. I think there's a restaurant in there.
Yeah. Good one, James. That's a good place to stop over in England. I totally agree.
Oh, the fish and chips and the fish and chips at the stand I've heard is better than the ones in the Rose and Crown.
I'm going to agree with that one. At the Rose and Crown, it's definitely a restaurant meal. Out there, they're frying them up and giving them to you fresh almost.
Yeah.
Bungles.
So everybody watching, what is your favorite? Everybody, all the viewers, what is your favorite quick service meal in Epcot?
Mm-hmm.
I think mine is, and I really like Sunshine Seasons, and we do that often.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like Tangerine Cafe.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that one. That's good.
They have the shawarma. They've got gyros. They've got a really good. Again, if you get you get really big portions. The food's cooked. It's really good.
It's a good place to try the food out for the first time too, if you've never tried it. I mean, that's how I experienced the food, Moroccan, I guess, or whatever type of food for the first time. So,
what about your favorite sit down in Epcot? Hey, Megan.
I don't know. Oh, my favorite sit down? I guess it would have to be this.
Oh, Le Cellier?
Yep. I'm going to have it down. I'm not a big sit-down fan in the last 10 years, believe it or not. They're far and in between as far as those big meals go for us.
We don't do a ton of them, but we do a few.
So let's...
Christopher said they usually do sit-down in Epcot. So Brandon says he likes the Mexican quick service. I've never eaten the Mexican quick service. I'm sure I would like it.
Mexican drinks are great.
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
Sophie said China. I've eaten that one. That was pretty good.
I love the quick service China. That's almost like a must-do for us.
Heather said Tangerine Cafe. Kathy and Adi said in America, but that's going away. That's going to be a new barbecue and beer restaurant, which I'm pretty excited about. Isn't it? Yeah, it's to be in America, but it's not. The menu's completely changing. It's not going to be the same restaurant. Christopher said St. Angel.
I like eating down inside there. Hi, Kendra.
Brenda. Hey, Kendra. Brandon said Le Cellier is great. Garden Grill is what Bill's talking about, the spinning one above the land. Christopher says they do a sit down a couple times each trip.
Oh, it's tough for us to take the time out is the way I think of it.
James says must do for us is Via Napoli. Kim Levy says Teppan Edo and Tutto Italia. Kim says she likes the margaritas in Mexico. I think everybody does.
Oh, sure.
Megan wants to know if anybody's done the Tomorrowland Terrace dessert party. I'm considering doing that in November. Megan, what are your dates? Because me and Ed were talking about doing a tour on Tuesday that we're there. I don't know if you're going to be there by Tuesday, but we're talking about doing a tour in Epcot, and you're more than welcome to join us for that.
Yeah, it's the World Showcase tour, which I hadn't heard of before. So it looks pretty interesting. They're going to take us around the World Showcase pavilions. I'm with you, Kim. Can't wait. I can't wait to hear more what the menu is going to be like. Is it going to be space food, or am I still just going to be getting steaks and burgers and stuff like that in space?
Charles, I'm with you, dude. I want to eat at Germany. My wife hates it because she doesn't like sauerkraut, and the whole place smells like sauerkraut.
Big time.
But I love it. I want to go in there and eat it all. I really like St. Angel Inn. Yeah, me and Morgan we did that last November. Me and Morgan went and do Spice Road Table together, and it was really, really good.
Nice. That
was the first time I'd been there. I do like Teppan Edo. I've never been to Tutto Italia. I think me and Kim in September, we decided we're going to go try Via Napoli. You corrected me on this once, Ed. Is it Via Napoli or Via Napoli?
I would have said Napoli, or no, I'm sorry, I would have said Napoli.
Napoli?
Yeah, but, second generation Italian.
Okay.
And Beer Garden is a fun time. Frozen Ever After.
Do a BTS tour of Epcot.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. That's what these are.
Well, that's what we're hoping this is going to be. Is behind the scenes a World Showcase. They're going to do a lot of like architecture and putting the things together, and probably pointing out where Japan was going to have a roller coaster and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe, is Ratatouille going to be ready by then? Maybe we'll get a little back behind the scenes of Ratatouille.
Maybe. Sophie, you too. You are welcome to join us. Just message me, and we're going to plan it for that Tuesday, the week of the meets. We're going to go do that World Showcase tour, but you're more than welcome to come join us too. I don't know if there's any special food items for the Halloween party, Charles. I did it last year, Labor Day, and I'm doing it again this year for Labor Day. I don't know about special food items. They do
Right.
give away a bunch of candy. Is that? I guess that's a
That's the
special
big
food
deal.
item.
And they're full candy bars. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I know you need to change your dates, Morgan, so you can come in and do the tour with us.
They only do it Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, so it's not like we're trying to short you out of the tour.
Yeah, they only do it on certain days. So
Yeah, I would definitely love to do a big group of us. That would be so cool.
now that Bill mentions that, last year there was a couple things that they did. That he's right. There were some snacks. There was like a Maleficent ice cream cone and stuff like that they did at the party that were specific to the party. So there were a few snacks specific to the party. Now that you said that, it does.
We did the Star Wars dessert party, and it was very good. The only problem I had with that party was that they really took you to a bad area to watch the show. But the party itself was great. Food, booze, you got to have your own stormtroopers and all that stuff. It was fun.
That's cool.
Enzo's Hideaway is my new favorite.
Favorite
You get the Enzo's is the best.
favorite quick service in Magic Kingdom.
How well do you think a DVD I'd Ride videos would sell, like front seat, first person? Bill, I tell you what, you just come full circle. About 15 years ago now, maybe 12 years ago, I bought a set of CDs, probably about 15 CDs from some guys that just walked around Walt Disney World filming, and they put them on CDs and they'd send them to you, and you would get that stack of CDs and you would just watch a day in Disney World. It was around Christmas time that they did it all, and it was crazy. I think that's a good idea, but I think you got to come up with a YouTube channel, perhaps. And maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they would sell. I don't think you could sell them like that. You can go YouTube them and you can find them. Jeff Lang is who used to sell them back in the day.
Okay.
And he's still around. He was at one of the media events. He's got a site. So.
And I still have them. I don't watch them because they're so old. But now at this point, it's almost like kind of a historical document because you can watch what it was like 15 years ago or whatever the data was. Because they definitely had Wishes at the time and Spectro, so things like that you can see.
So favorite quick service in Magic Kingdom. Megan says Casey's. I'm inclined to agree with her on Casey's.
I'm digging that too. I love Casey's.
Pico's Bills is really good.
What's really good, but it's never open when I'm there? The one time is the Noodle Station. I'm not even sure what they call it. The Tomorrowland Terrace.
Yeah, it's not even the Noodle Station. Even when it is open now, though, the menu is very different than it used to be.
There's not that many not great, but quick services as far as I'm thinking around Magic Kingdom. It's more
Cosmic Rays, Pico's Bills.
Oh, that's true.
Casey's.
Oh, and Columbia Harbor House. That's another.
Columbia Harbor House.
Yeah, actually, I'll throw that on top for us. Columbia Harbor House.
Casey's is probably my favorite.
Well, yeah, and we haven't been keeping track of those monthly hot dog specials. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bill, I agree. There is a difference between someone videotaping a ride versus the Disney made. Oh, you're talking about like a Disney made a version of those?
Disney did it in a heartbeat. I would buy one of those. Yeah. Sure, because they would do it quality, or Stacy sit in the front seat or something like that.
Yeah. And Pinocchio's Village House.
Mm-hmm. Skipper's Canteen. Not sure if that counts as a quick service, but I like it as a sit down. The only problem I have with Skipper's Canteen is a limited menu. You've got like 6 entrees on there, I thought it was.
Probably more than that now.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe
I was going to go there next about your favorite sit down, but Skipper Canteen is definitely a sit down. It's not a quick service.
Mm-hmm. But good. And
Skipper Canteen is probably my favorite sit down in Magic Kingdom.
Well, because it's the eyeball factor, meaning as you're looking around, you see so many different details.
I think the food though. I really like the food. What would be your favorite? I like the Plaza.
As far as sit down,
Yeah. What would be your favorite sit down? Oh, we didn't even bring up Be Our Guest.
Beauty and the Beast, I guess I would have to say. Be Our Guest. Now, and we have this argument all the time, Kathy, as far as be our guest for lunch or for dinner. There's people that swear off and won't touch it for lunch, but they'll go for dinner, and vice versa. Chris brings up probably one of the better quick services at the Magic Kingdom just because of the choice factor. You can get almost anything at Cosmic Rays, from hot dogs through like a chicken meal. King Stephen's doesn't count anymore.
Doesn't exist anymore.
We had our honeymoon. We ate at King Stephen's Banquet Hall, I think it was called.
Now it's Cinderella's Royal Table. I do like Tony's.
You know what, Bill? I haven't been in there in a while, and I always considered that the Thanksgiving meal in the park. And it's like definitely reliable food, but not enough to do a table service at. I mean, I'm sure I'll get back there again. But again, when I'm down there, I want to do some different stuff. So again, table service, in my opinion, is that I'm going to sacrifice 3 hours of part time to sit down and eat. So it's tough when we do that.
That's a good point.
Nothing wrong with it.
That's a good point.
Yeah. See, again, Pecos Bills has a limited menu too, but the stuff that's on it is pretty good.
I like the change that they did because it used to be like hamburgers and stuff, but you already had that at Cosmic Rays, which you still do. I like the fact that they went to this more like Tex-Mex Southwest menu. The nachos are really good. The fajitas are really good.
And what's the other place on the other side? The Tortuga Tavern, which is parks are busy. Tortuga Tavern opens, which is basically the same, almost like a lighter version of Pecos Bills, but it's the same food.
A lot of the same food. I think they share a kitchen. I think that's why.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kim is right. The Plaza is a good option in Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Plaza is almost like a counter service plus. Huh?
It's almost like a counter service sit down.
Yeah, it's like a counter service plus. I mean, I guess it's still considered a sit down, but it's hot sandwiches and stuff like that. It's not it's not anything crazy.
And I'll see a reservation open for the Plaza over any other restaurant. So you're always going to get a reservation there.
Kim was asking about Tony's. I would tell you, you got to be very. I have been 2 or 3 times, but I've only been recently, and they've just redid everything about a couple years ago. So just be careful about the reviews you get on that, because I've heard that it was not very good, and then now it's a bunch of a good bit better than what it was.
It always had a bad rep, so
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks, James. I know who you are. I've seen your tweets when you listen.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Totally appreciate it. Kim, we've done the Crystal Palace a couple of times. Are you looking for the characters, or are you just hanging out for a good meal? Where are we on the music? Oh, cool. Yeah. I have a hard time with Italian restaurants in general. Again, because of the Italian upbringing, that I want to try something different if I'm going to be paying money for a big meal.
I will tell you, if you like Italian, I would try Terralina in Disney Springs. Really like it.
Always get reviews too. Good reviews.
Really liked it. We went with me and Kim went with Ian and Michelle. I think in January, and it was really good.
Anybody help Kim with that in the Cinderella's Royal Table? I'm hoping it's good because it is very expensive. What is it? 2 sit-down passes for the dining plan?
Yeah, I would not do that.
I kind of agree, Kathy. There's not really a lot of great choices there. And as far as sit-downs, I'm jumping Animal Kingdom. I'm trying to think of the sit-downs there. There's not really any greats.
Megan wants to know.
I totally get it.
Megan wants to know best resort restaurant. In my opinion, that would be Ohana.
Yep. Ohana, and even Kona's.
I've never been to Kona. I've never tried Kona.
Also a big one for me.
Bill said he's gonna break your heart, but his idea of good Italian is Olive Garden.
And again, like I said, that's fine. I totally get it. I love the Olive Garden salads. If that makes any sense, that salad they give you in the dressing, I think it's pretty good.
That's why Bill doesn't like limoncello.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Right, Kim over at Animal Kingdom. Yak and Yeti I can do, but again, it's like a Chinese restaurant somewhat. I mean, there are some differences, but for the most part,
it was much different than we went. I just ate there with Rachel and her husband, and way different. I got like Korean street tacos.
Right. I want to hear then something different.
They had like these tuna, like the raw tuna nachos that was like on pita chips. It was very good.
Cool. I didn't know they had sushi over there, Chris. And that's another thing at Disney World is everybody has their favorite sushi place, it sounds like. I'm not a big fan of the sushi, but the people that are, and it's the weirdest places. Like Chris is saying Kona.
Splitsville.
I'm sorry?
Splitsville. The bowling alley is known for its sushi.
Right, exactly. That type of stuff. I don't understand how that can happen. While the Japanese places aren't doing too good with it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I agree, Morgan. It's hard to pick one favorite resort dining because there's so many out there, but I don't know. Ohana's is pretty amazing.
And Brandon brings up a good one too. And I've eaten there twice, but again, it was way back on the honeymoon, so I couldn't tell you today. But Narcoossee's is a great kind of restaurant because it's on kind of on a dock. It's way down there at the end of Grand Floridian.
Right, where the boat picks you up to take you to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and we had the first time I ever had crocodile or alligator was in there. It was some type of spread.
Cool.
As far as counter service, Kim, I totally agree with you. The Flame Tree was my favorite in Animal Kingdom until they opened up that little food area in Africa. And then once they opened up that little area, that's the favorite now for me.
I've never tried anything out there. I have an aversion to eating outside.
Well, it's mostly covered. The tables are underneath those kind of like patio coverings and stuff like that. Yeah. And the shish kebab thing is really good. They have a lot of good stuff out there. You should try it. Yeah. Well, that's a good skill.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that place. Maybe when we go and it's cooler. I hate sitting outside in the heat.
And I get that in the heat. No, I can't eat outside and not real hot. But again, it doesn't seem ever it's like that bad.
No, when me and Morgan ate at Bistro Table, we sat, in the outdoor area, but it was covered. Yeah. It was completely covered, and it was in November, so it wasn't very hot, and it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Pog juice at Ohana is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, totally agree. And Ohana's a pretty cool restaurant because they've got the whole breakfast character meal thing going, but then the dinner isn't. So you kind of can split it if you don't want to deal with that. I have to look for that, Kim. Is that just like
yeah.
Is that
like what you think? Like you buy it like on a stick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got it. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I really do like the new cantina in Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
The food there is very good for a counter service.
And the food in there, and that's what I'm trying to get at as far as I'm going to do something at Disney. Different. I'd rather eat at Pandora than at like a place I can get a burger or something like that. I mean, granted, It is a burger, but it's an inside out burger or something different. That's what's so cool about it.
Yeah.
And the chicken guy is on my list. I keep hearing great things about that.
I don't know. Like chicken tenders, I can get anywhere. There's so many good options at Disney Springs. I love the Polite Pig. Polite Pig was amazing. It's amazing every time I eat there. It's so good.
Right.
I don't know what the new restaurant at Destino is.
And Sam's gonna hate us for it too, because I'm sure.
Yeah, he knows. I mean, he showed us what it was. I don't remember. I know there's 3 bars there.
Right. Yeah, Chris. The only time I want to sit outside the Rose and Crown is during the fireworks.
Yeah, I'd be like, you need to send me somewhere else. Like, I'm not gonna sit outside and eat, especially at a sit down restaurant that I'm paying down. You need to put me.
And UK food is a little bit heavy, so the heat definitely
Yeah,
doesn't mix with that well. And it's funny because Bill brings up a good point. I've had pod juice other places, and it was like a taste bud like explosion. It's, oh, I know this. This is that stuff.
Yeah.
Cool, Kim. That'd be a nice trip. I want to check that place out. Sam showed us some incredible things in there, and it is really, really a beautiful place.
Yep, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Edison. I've never eaten there, but to just go hang out and have a couple drinks in the evening,
yeah, I agree.
It's really cool.
Plus, they got bands in there, and it's a really nice place.
Live music. Yep. Cool. Really good drinks. Like I go there.
Good.
Usually I'm like a beer guy, but we went in there and just tried drinking just different types of mixed drinks, and they do really, really good mixed drinks.
Mm-hmm. And I was going to say, most places now at Disney Springs have live band or live music. So
yeah, it's cool.
It's not saying much, but they'll have bands in there as opposed to like one or two guys on acoustic or something.
Yeah, a whole band. They play that style of music, and it's cool. It's a cool environment.
And they got TVs all over the place with the band, wherever, like whatever room they're in, you can see it pretty much all over the bar too, which is kind of cool.
I also recommend walking through Enzo's Hideaway to get into the Edison.
Yeah, guys, you have to try that out. It is literally like the speakeasy entrance of the old days. I guess we've been kind of right. Kim just brought up the point. We've been dancing around it. I think we're gonna have to talk about what our favorite drinks are and where can I get one. That might be the next step.
Kim, my favorite beer in Walt Disney World is probably the Carl's Combo, which is at the Rose and Crown. And if you're lucky enough to be there during the day, Carl will be there, and he can make it for you.
Yep, good combo. What is it again?
Usually it's Bass and Stella. Sometimes it's Bass and Harp if they don't have Stella.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes about the same. Doesn't the Bass and the Stella and the Harp are close enough together that it tastes kind of the same.
Nice. I like a frozen Japanese beer. Did we decide that was Kirin the other night?
Kirin, yeah.
And Kim, the bacon at the Edison. I can't talk about the bacon at the Edison enough. It is. I've never seen bacon just served to you hanging on wooden, like
clothespins.
Right. It was like a piece of wood across, and they were hanging straight down it, and it was crazy. Really good.
Kim, Bill said the frozen apple juice at the screen door, and I'm answering for Lisa as well. That's probably Lisa does like that. I don't know if that's her favorite though. Lisa really likes the Ottawa apple in Canada.
We all really liked that for a year or two when we discovered it over there. It was a really good drink. LaFru's Brew, good one, Chris. Can we put a shot in it maybe?
Heather, I agree. I love Flight Pig. It's amazing. And there's a bourbon bar. LaFru's Brew with a shot. All right, guys. It's been about an hour.
Oh, and the music stopped too. How about that?
And the music stopped. Ed killed the music. That was my hint. So thank you guys for joining us this Tuesday. I don't know. Maybe Lisa will be back next Tuesday. I'm not sure. I know, it's going to take her a while to get unpacked and settled in the house and all that stuff.
Right.
They got everything in the truck right now. So I don't know. I don't know if she's going to be with us next Tuesday or not. It may be me and Ed. It may be just me. So we'll maybe me and Morgan. So we'll figure it out and let you guys know. But thank you guys for joining. Make sure to join us every Tuesday night, 9:00 Walt Disney World time. Make sure to check out the Disney Nerds podcast audio version on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher app, Podbean app, iHeartRadio. We're all over. Make sure to check that out. Check out the website, thedisneynerdspodcast.com. for our blogs. We've got some great blogs going up there every day, just about. So a lot of great information. As soon as that information comes out, we try and get it to you. So go check that out there, and make sure to like the Disney Nerds Podcast Facebook page, follow us on Twitter at the Disney Nerds, Instagram at the Disney Nerds Podcast, and check out our YouTube page. So for me and Lisa, I'm sure Lisa's missing all you guys. So have a good night. Ed, thanks for joining.
Anytime.
We appreciate you. Ed changed his poker night around to be more available on Tuesdays for us. So we appreciate that and glad to have him. So thank you guys for joining, and see you next week.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.